job now. So if everyone can write something and stick it everywhere, we're going to take a picture, send it to her to let her know that we're thinking about her.
Love it.
And Sandy Springs Cares needs your help. It's local. Even if you donate $5, $10, $2 per closing, you can fill out this form. The ladies will take it out each time you close. And if you've been blessed with the closing, try to bless someone else, because you never know if you're going to need it. And what this does, it helps in time of need. So if you don't have one, see me afterwards. If you don't have red notes, see me afterwards. They're free. Also, Bethany has them up front.
And I have these forms right here too afterwards. I'll leave them on the back desk if you want to pick one up, return it to us.
Okay, thanks.
Bailey, you want to come up and talk about the upcoming classes and things, or see it? Can y'all smile while she's coming up? I'm going to take a picture. 1, 2, 3.
Yay! Hello.
Man, y'all are a good looking bunch. Golly, that's good.
John,
Yeah.
I just want to also want everybody to look at Janice Luce and wish her a happy birthday. She's amazing and deserves a happy birthday.
Cheers, happy birthday.
Where to go?
What else? Something good? Anybody? I want to thank Tim Blue for coming out. I saw him. Doug in the back for coming out. Who else? Who are my other vendors that are here? Amanda's here.
Buckley's here, Amanda.
Yeah, Scott's here. Awesome.
John, which button do you push?
AV mute.
Okay, I don't know which one. Yeah.
There you go. Here.
There it goes.
There we go. Thank you.
We're going to ban you from the room.
I know. All right, y'all. So upcoming classes. So we have something new that we've just launched this week, and it's a class with Fiona Jane Wheeler. We're going to be offering this every Tuesday and Thursday. It's from 10 to about 11:15. So for anyone, if you have contract questions and you want to come in and you want to learn how to maybe write a contract, you need an addendum, anything like that. That's the time for you to come in and meet with Fiona, and she'll help you out and sit side by side with you. And Fiona, do you want to tag anything at the end of that one?
I have the first one on Tuesday, my very family on the cafe, and I thought we would get through more, and we didn't. It was great. It was there because we went through buyers agencies and tenant agencies and all that kind of stuff. Lag by that, and it was really cool.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you.
Every
So that's
Thursday and Thursday.
Every
Tuesday and Thursday. Did you see that flyer?
Every Tuesday and Thursday, right?
Okay, and then a reminder that career night is tomorrow night from 6:30 to 8 o'clock. So if you have someone that's interested in a career in real estate or interested in joining our office, we encourage them to come. If you have further questions, you can see Celia or myself afterwards.
Let me just say this too, guys. That's one of my favorite events. Our growth committee last year actually created that. Clark Davey was the mastermind behind it. This is what I love about it. I get to be here, but the agents run it. So we have an agent that hosts the event, and then we have other agents that are here kind of in the audience that are participating. And they get to hear the ALC's version of the office. It's wonderful, and it's the easy button for you on passive income. You want more passive income?
Yeah.
Tomorrow night. It's awesome.
Thank you, John. And then I sent out an email right after the business meeting last week as far as signing up for Bill Linkwell. He'll be here to speak on profit share, shifting into profit share on August 29th. It's a Tuesday from 1 to 3 o'clock. Then this week, I'm going to go ahead and send out for the next one on September 29th. I just didn't want y'all to get confused with the 29th date. So the other one is going to be in September, and that's with Linda McKissick. And she is the queen of passive income. So we're very excited to have her come to the Market Center.
How much did she make last year? Does anybody know in passive income? $1.6 million in profit share.
So, and for
$1.6 million in 1 year last year. In passive income through profit.
And she'll be live here at the Market Center. And so for both of these events, if you'll just email me to RCP so we make sure that we have enough room for everyone. Then, Celia, would you actually, I just got this one this morning. It's a staging education class on September 8th.
This
Anything else?
is one of our preferred vendors for staging. I think it's designed to sell, like with the number 2. And they're going to hold a workshop in the Internet Cafe on that Friday after Labor Day. She's going to provide you with lots of tips that you can use as well. But they're a great group, and I think you'll enjoy that class. So,
Yeah, and I'm going to add something here about the leadership team. You guys, we met. So every month we look at our numbers. We look at our office numbers and how are we doing compared to the market, how are our agents doing, are we winning? And through those meetings, what we realized is the growth level agents really need a lot of support. Virtual assistants, they need to plug into vendors and that sort of thing. And your leadership team, Celia, Bailey, Stacy Schuler, Cannon, Terry, all of us came together and they created some things, some value add classes through these preferred vendors. Y'all need to thank them. You need to thank them for what they do. And I'm proud of them for doing that. So there you go.
Okay, and then yesterday, you should have received an email if you're attending Mega Camp. I need your RCP for the Brawls Group dinner, and that is on September 12th in Austin, Texas, at the Intercontinental Hotel. And I asked for about 4 things as far as when you RSVP. I need to know what your meal choice is. So do get that to me by Monday. That is the deadline. And for the rest of the week, we have Ignite after the business meeting from 1:30 to 3. Tomorrow, I know last week we had close to 30.
a mob
of people.
Calls. Filled up the Internet Cafe. Big
Yeah.
spillover. And I don't know if you have it up there, and we're going to do this again this Thursday. Richard Hines has volunteered to make calls from 6 to 8 p.m. and the office is treating everybody who comes to pizza. So we're continuing the bowl call. So we're going to make almost, how many hours is that? 9 to 8 p.m. tomorrow. So
Yeah,
you can join in at some point. And they were getting lots of appointments, so don't get left out.
Richard comes up to me. This was like 3 weeks ago. We're doing the Bold 100 in that day, and he goes, "Man, listen, I'm being recruited by this other company, and they do dialing for dollars. And what they do is they have pizza and beer. Can we do that?" I was like, "Yeah, let's do that." And I said, "What kind of beer do you like?" He goes, "Well, I don't drink." And I said, "Well, let's just do pizza then." He said, "I'm in." He said, "I'll lead it."
Water,
So,
we got you covered.
pizza and water, Sprite.
Love it. All right, so come to that, and then let's see.
Oh, Helen's got a question there.
Oh.
So tomorrow,
We're going to be doing some tap dancing tomorrow with the schedule because the GAR contracts class takes place for Ignite. So we're going to have to start bold over there. See how we do. Y'all be flexible with me. We may have to build a lean-to on the side of the for another classroom.
That's awesome.
So Celia just said tomorrow, Lynn LaCroix, she'll be here tomorrow with Renee Dillon to cover contracts from 9:30 to 12:30. And then again, we mentioned Celia or FJ's class on Thursdays. And then as a reminder, Monty teaches her MCA Freaky Friday this Friday from 10 to 10:30, and then Ignite from 11:30 to 2:30. So I think that is it for today.
Sweet.
I appreciate it.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Let's have Rachel and Kim from McManamy, McLeod, and Heller come on down. Rachel Iverson, let's thank her for being a part of our team. And where are my lenders for the day? So you, Jonathan, come on down as well.
Hi, I'm Rachel Iverson, and this is Kim Lewis. I'm the managing attorney for the Alpharetta and the office upstairs. We are your closing attorney alliance partners. It's McManamy, McLeod, Heller. And I have handed out, and we've got more to put in the back, but all of our locations on a handout sheet. We have just recently added East Cobb, but of course, we're most proud of our office upstairs right next to Keller Williams First Atlanta. And we're there for you for questions, whether it's a closing that we're handling or not, whether it's not a closing that is proceeding at this point. But any questions, you just stop by anytime. I'm normally there 9 to 5. And today, I am just gonna clarify something about our office. When you get asked a question for the third time, there's a problem, you might not be communicating well. So, on the handouts that went out, there should be 2 pages, and I know some of you only got 1. On the second page, we have our Alpharetta Perimeter Glen Ridge team. So Glen Ridge, the Glen Ridge office upstairs and the Alpharetta office are all handled by our Alpharetta processing team. And so the emails go to Alpharetta team at mmhfirm.com because when we set the email up, we did not have the office upstairs yet. And so I just have handed out, and we've got more handouts, a list of who the pre-closers are, how to get legal descriptions, who the closer is, Kim's contact information as marketing director, and hopefully that will help clarify some of the confusion. But I've had people come into the office and say, I'm closing at Perimeter and I'm sending to Alpharetta team at mmhfirm.com and I'm confused. So try to clear that up. We'd love to see y'all. Come on up anytime.
Well, thank you, Rachel. Hey folks, I'm Jonathan Cundiff. I'm with Movement Mortgage right down the hallway here. This is an awesome crowd. It's good to see everybody back in. I know kids and stuff have started school, so great crowd here today. Wanted to talk about a couple of things from this week that were just observations. How many people went out and saw the eclipse? It's pretty awesome, right? I think the best thing that I saw in myself after that eclipse is for like 4 hours, Facebook didn't have any political stuff on my news feed. That was a highlight. And really what that did was it made me look at what I was putting out there on my Facebook feed so that I could reassess about making good noise, okay? I want to thank everybody for last Friday that came out for our volunteer day. We did MedShare. We were able to fill more than half a 40-foot container of medical supplies. Enough medical supplies to help 66,000 people. 6,600 patients, not 66,000. Those medical supplies were headed to the Congo, but they were diverted to Sierra Leone for the mudslide. So just a huge thing, and that impact was awesome for what we were able to do. I just want to put it out there that for a culture thing, Movement tries really, really hard to make sure that all the messages we send are positive to our customers. And when I'm talking to your customer, I'm thinking about where they are and what place they're in, and I'm talking about things that are positive for them. As a company, we do it. As loan officers, we do it. And as your company, you guys do it as well. And I just wanted to thank you for your partnership in that. That's the message I wanted to bring today. Think about what you're putting out in the world because it comes back to you. Thank
you. All right. I thought the eclipse was a big letdown, personally. But I had several people that were in South Carolina and in the totality spots that said it was amazing. And I've seen pictures that are amazing, but I just kept thinking it's got to move faster than this. You know, I had a great pair of glasses, and I hear it's coming back in 2024. So if you have your glasses, say them. And that line apparently is going from Texas to Maine. I saw it today. Did y'all see that? So that's the totality line. So you can plan now. Put it on your dream board. Yeah. Get the RV out. Okay. You might want to write this down. This is the quickest way to read a book. Go to, how many of you have been to Keller Inc.? Okay, go to Keller Inc. and go to books. And this is all of Gary Keller's books that he's published, all of his bestsellers. And the MREA, One Thing, Millionaire Real Estate Investor, Shift, several more here. But the thing I like about it, when you click on the book, so let's say the MREA book, you scroll down to the bottom, here are all the resources. So if you want to look at, here's an MREA quiz, there's 192 task list, here's the references. So all of the references in the MREA. So if you just want to study some of the references, that's a great way to just, read through and be constantly reminded of Gary Keller's vision for the models and systems and tools. But look at the shift one. Here it is too. And you've got like seasonal cycles for real estate. Look what happens in January through March. More sales or less sales? Yeah, less sales, right? Duh. Winter comes every year. So how do you protect yourself in that? You start making calls now. Start touching your database and ramp up lead gen. If you're lead generating, let's say you're doing 10 contacts a day right now or 20 contacts a day, between now and the end of the year, ramp that up. Yeah, if you're doing no lead gen, let's do 30 minutes a day, right? I mean, let's just double whatever we're doing to prepare for that winter market. And the income cycle follows closely behind, but you get the concept. Difference, but the three types of real estate market: buyer's market, balanced market, seller's market. We in a buyer's market or seller's market? How do you know? Yeah, it depends on price range, of course, but how do we know? Overall, it's less than 5 months of inventory. How many months? 3 months. Right now, it's currently 3 months. And it's been 3 months for like 2 years, by the way. So leveling, right? Here's just a graph that shows, national shifts happen gradually. So it takes time nationally to realize that the country's in a shift. However, on the flip side of that, what happens in a local market? It's like a big cliff. It happens super fast. So nationally it's gradually, but locally, suddenly, all of a sudden it happens. How many of you were in the business in 2007? Raise your hand. You remember August of 2007? What happened? Who went bankrupt? Home Bank went bankrupt, and it was the day the music died. Literally, I remember in December of that year. So that happened in August, and it was like somebody shut the faucet off to everybody's business that month. And in December, I was number 2 in the office in sold volume, and they didn't put like how much you sold or anything like that, but I'm number 2 out of like 91 agents at the time, and everybody's really excited. They're clapping for me. I went into my office and almost started crying, and my assistant and I just laughed because I was number 2 with one sale and 121,000. And by the way, the number 1 office in Atlanta at the time, Remax State of Atlanta. Number 2. The guy who was number 1 was always number 1. I don't know how much he sold, but it couldn't have been much. So gradually, then suddenly, right? But the good news is, go back to that slide that we talked about before, and I don't believe that the economic model is about to happen right now, but what I want you to get is, it doesn't matter. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing anytime, it doesn't matter. Now, you go to, okay, what are we supposed to be doing at any time? What's your 20% according to the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book as an agent for your business? Okay, lead generate for what? Listings according to the book. Lead gen for listings, then create leverage. It's the 3 L's. Leads, listings, leverage. Remember the triangle? So lead generate for what? Listings, right? Why? Because listings create more opportunities. So you get listings, and that creates more opportunity. Now, leverage, let's define that. What does it mean to get leverage? There's 3 things. People, systems, and tools. People, systems, and tools. Most people think immediately people. Think tools and systems as much as. Virtual assistants is amazing, which again goes back to our leadership team and how fantastic they are for creating that curriculum around leverage. And that's awesome. So, but the real thing I wanted to show you before we dive into a listing mastermind, which is what I'd like to do, is the 2 M's of lead gen according to Shift. Lead generation, we talked about this briefly last week. Lead generation must do 2 things. Number 1, it has to match, you have to have a message that matches the market and makes an offer. So let's create a message for the market right now. What is it? Say it again.
Take advantage of the low interest rate.
Brilliant. I love it. Let's write these down, actually. May I have a scribe? Would anybody like a scribe? She's a great handwriter. Perfect. Shelley, will you do it for me? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's write these down. That's a great one. Let's take advantage of the low interest rates. Is that going to change?
Yeah.
Possibly, right? We don't know, but it's possibly going to change or lower than they've ever been. Why wait? Great. What else?
Take advantage of the equity in your home.
Take advantage. Median sales price is higher than it's ever been. Right? Remember the graph in the charts that say median sales price is up 110,000 or whatever it is? How much is yours worth? Take advantage of your median sales price is higher than it's ever been. Thank you, Shelley. Okay, give me another one. How about this one? The market sucks. You know why? We don't have enough sellers. We've got all of these buyers and inventory is low. The market sucks. Shock and awe. Just, how's the market? It's awful. Right? I mean, seriously, just hit them with it. It is terrible right now. There are no sellers. I've got all these buyers. People that are selling are winning big. You should sell now. Right? How about that one? You like it? Yeah. Good. Market sucks. Inventory is low. We need more sellers. That's just good. Target audience, market conditions. Match your market. Target audience, market conditions. Find a neighborhood that you'd like to dominate. Do the math, do the studies, and create a message that matches that. Now the second one is make an offer. What does that mean?
Call to action.
Brilliant. Call to action. What's a call to action?
Call me today.
Call now, right? So give me an example of that. Can we think of a good call to action that's going to make an offer to elicit a response?
I have buyers interested in living in your neighborhood.
Oh, love it. I have buyers interested in living in your neighborhood. Call me now. Brilliant. What else? Carol.
I sold 4 homes in under a week.
Ah, well, I'm in. I'm interested. That's great. I've sold 4 homes in under a week. That's actually great. That tells a story. Now, Carol, you know your numbers. How many of you don't raise your hand? If you don't know your numbers, you need to, right? You need to know the market's numbers, and you need to know your numbers compared to that. Carol, that's great. Know your numbers. I've sold 4 in a week. And it sucks because I need more listings, right? Shock and awe. Just shock. Pay attention, right? No more of this, the market's great. No, it's not. You need more listings. It's not great. You need more listings. Tell them. What else? Any other messages?
It's a buyer's market in your area.
It's a buyer's market in your area. That's a great one. Where's that? Buckhead. Brilliant. How many of you work in Buckhead? It's a buyer's market in your area. Brilliant. Good. Other examples of that, find out what your home is worth, call now, free CMA. The big one that everybody recognizes is Mark Spain's. I'll sell your house or I'll buy it. What does he really mean? For pennies on the dollar, right? But it gets his phone ringing. So figure out what your call to action can be. Now, what I'd like to do, Shelley, and all of us, I'd like to have a mastermind. Here's the topic. What are 21 ways we can get one listing this week? Everybody in the room, one listing this week. New listing. Now, these are ways that we could get new listings. We're not married to any of them yet. Okay? And then we're all going to pick one and dive deep this week to go get listings. I love yours, by the way. Can y'all see that okay? The writing is perfect. Maybe a little bigger. The writing is perfect. Listen, yeah. Maybe I do. Maybe it's just me. I feel like I'm closest. There you go. I love it. All right. Who's got one? Come on, quick. Call your database. Who said that? Awesome. Expand on that. What's your message? Give me a script. Market sucks.
Hello.
Call your database. Call database. We got one on the board already. FSBO. What does that stand for?
Fastest source of business.
Bold grads, fastest source of business opportunity. They're raising your hands. Where do you find them? Zillow. Good. So, sure.
Send out personalized letters. I do that in $1 million condo complex and got a seller, and yes, she was my buyer.
Okay, go on to our internet, on the office internet. There's a letter there already written. Is that where you found it?
No, I think I created, my postcard was duplicated by many people, but,
Search.
send out personalized.
What does your letter say?
Basically, I have a high-end client relocated from California, looking to live in your, complex. It's a cash buyer. I kind of gave him some background to let him know it was legit.
Love it.
And it took me 2 mailings. The second mailing, I got the call, and we closed 60 days later.
Did you hear that? Okay, she sent a letter to a condo complex. She had a buyer that was dying to live in that place. Sent the letter, sent it twice, found him a place, got it closed. It's closing in 60 days.
This was last year, 60 days.
Closed in 60 days.
$1,050,000.
Love it. $1,050,000. Well, you're gonna have to pay for postage. Give me a break. Get a lender to sponsor that.
You can also send them out by electronic postcard. I do that a lot. And it's minimal.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Go to our internet and search reverse prospecting letter, and you'll find it.
So is that letter, like, you don't have a specific buyer? Like, how would you do that to get a listing instead?
You know what? I would, if I was in your shoes, I would do it for every buyer. Is it true that there are listings that aren't listed yet on FMLS that are about to be listed with somebody?
We all have buyers that we know
I would-
where they want to live.
With every buyer.
Yeah.
You have a buyer right now? Okay, I would do it with every buyer I get.
Send out
If I-
pick a neighborhood and send out the
If you
postcard.
like listings, do that. That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
confused. Do what with every buyer you have? 'Cause I
Well,
have
we've
to
been,
read it, I have to
the last 5 minutes, Pam, we've been
No,
talking
no.
about.
But do exactly what? I know that.
You're gonna send a letter.
I have a buyer, blah, blah, blah.
So there's a neighborhood,
Yeah.
and your buyer, let's say you sit down with a buyer, you do a buyer consult, and they go, I want to live in one of these 4 neighborhoods.
I've done that also. I think it's in the times.
Look
I thought
great.
you were talking about something electronic. No, EEDM is postage that you can send out to specific zip codes, and you can finite them by the 4-digit code after it, so you can really narrow it down to neighborhoods sometimes, it depends on the size, and you can take them to the post office and they just send them to, they put them in everybody's mailbox, and it's a very reduced rate.
You do know why you do 21 ways, don't you?
You pick one.
You know why you do 21 ways? Because all the easy ones come in the first 15. But the goal is between 16 and 21. So we'll get all the easy ones, but let's go. I mean, let's get them. Go.
Circle prospect.
Circle prospect. Okay, love it. What is circle prospecting?
Same thing, call it, I have buyers looking to get into your neighborhood.
I have circle prospect. You can use Kohl's or Haynes
I
directory.
just sold a home in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
I just sold a home in your neighborhood. We have multiple offers.
More buyers
Love it.
interested in living there, yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. What else?
Open houses.
Door knocking. Good. And open houses. We're coming to What did the guy say in Bold the other day? Y'all remember the greeting card that he was going to do?
Yeah,
Oh.
that was the greeting, he had somebody that had just sold and they were having a greeting card sent round to all of the neighbors. They had them sign 50% at closing.
So he sold a house in a neighborhood and he went door to door with a greeting card that said, so long, we're going to miss you, you've been a great neighbor, and all of the sellers around it signed it. But his point was, it's an easy way to get out in front of people.
I like that.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Circle prospecting. Door knocking. And you could do that same thing with a buyer. Great perspective. Open houses. Very. All right, good. By the way, look at this. The 7 steps to the most successful open house. Did you know that?
One of the scripts that I think is really good for
getting them out of the buyer mindset in the open house is asking that they have to sell their house before they can purchase. Because most people come to an open house in the buyer mindset. By asking them that question, it switches around and makes them pay attention to the house that they have.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. That's awesome. Awesome. Good, we got that. What else? Cindy.
House warming party for your buyer. So buyer closes, they move in, we just go there whenever they want. They send you all of their contacts, all the information they want to invite over. You also invite like 25 neighbors around. Bring food, you advertise, you give out a door prize, you capture all the information.
Boom. How do you like that? Where can they learn more about that?
Doing the database.
Doing the database? Do we have
No, but it's a maps thing.
Doing the database maps class? We'll look into it. Have we taught that? Yeah.
Database,
Yeah, we run the database too. Yeah, we run that for many weeks.
Oh, that's right. That's
They
Steve
have
Schluter's.
one of the things is about housewarming parties.
Okay. Well, that's brilliant. I love that. And then Michael Mayer also does like a housewarming. It's in his seven levels of communication book. Ryan Buffini, I'm guessing, does one. Good. Okay, good. We got 8 and 9. Who's going? What's 8?
Network with other agents.
Love it. Clark, you're big on that. Tell us more.
So, as you build relationships with other agents, you'll have opportunities for like open houses and for listings, and for if you specialize in one area and you get to know an agent in another area, you can get referrals.
Great. Love it. Okay, number 9.
Expired.
Expired listings. Where are my expired people? Right here, right here. Are you doing it?
Yeah.
Okay. With for sale by owners and expires, if you don't have good scripts on those, and there's great business in both of those markets, you need to take bold. Because in bold, you get a ton of really great scripts around that. You get a whole binder. We do a whole session on for sale by owners and a whole session on expires. And then you can call around that. So that's great. Next one, 10. Make me move, Zillow. Tell us more about that, Jorge.
But I've never done it, but I guess a seller will put up their home for a certain price. If you offer me enough, I'll move.
Who's used that? Anybody? How does that work?
Well, I had a buyer that I couldn't find inventory for, and there was a make me move on Zillow, so we did the transaction for 4%.
Boom. But did you hear that? Extra money. She did it for 4%. How do you like that? It's pretty good, isn't it? That's great. Good. The next one, number 11. See? Not as easy anymore, but we're going to get some gold.
Concierge.
What's that?
Market concierge that's the word.
Okay, tell me more about that.
If you go to like the condo building she was talking about, is get to know the concierge and ask them if they know that may be interested in selling.
Okay. That's really smart, actually.
I got a lead on, in one mining mountains.
Listen to this. Hey, why don't you talk to them? Let everybody hear.
I got a lead in another condo development in Cobb County.
Stand up for us, Sherry, and turn around. And, you know what? When someone's talking, let's limit the side conversation because it's hard to hear.
Okay, I got friendly with the concierge at One Vikings Mountain, and she gave me a lead. They ended up by using the gal really wanted to kick back from me. She wasn't a licensed agent, and I said, I can do that. So she used somebody in the building who was a realtor, and who probably did give her a kickback, but I can do that.
Yeah, the concierge, you take care of them. They're taking care of other people all the time. If you take care of them, they'll let you know who's thinking about selling. I saw your hand, Christine.
I have another one. Are you ready for
I'm ready. We got 12 and 13. Say it again.
New construction.
Okay, tell me more about that.
Go in and get friendly with the agents, kind of know their product, and then ask them to send you the buyers they're getting, because they might have a home to sell.
Or don't. There's a couple of people in the room that are crushing it that way. Right? Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once in a while.
Great job. All right. 13.
Garage sale.
Garage sales. Yeah, when you see garage sales, estate sales, when somebody's painting their house, go door knock them. I had that happen 2 doors down. The guy's painting his house, he's cleaning it out. There's another guy cleaning out the garage. Both of them listed within 3 months. Right here, Stacy.
You almost took the words out of my mouth. There's contractors that you work with, when they're getting pulled in on projects or screw stuff in the beginning, teach them that that's a good idea. Somebody might be getting ready to start.
Love it. Next.
That's what I was gonna say, business referral partnerships.
Man, I love that one. I've always felt like you're a connector in this industry, and you should have a big group of alliance partners that are sending you business nonstop. And this is what I would do if I was you, and I can't remember where I heard this. It might have been Buffini, actually, when I was in Buffini coaching. Buffini says, go sit down with them and share with them your goal for how many referrals you'd like to send them in a year. My goal is to send you 20 referrals this year. I'm so excited, I just can't stand it. Tell me more about your business. I want to send you all these referrals. And then when you're done, I say, hey, what's your goal for my business? Well, 99% of the time, they don't have a goal for your business. So help them create a goal.
Did I miss what you said, Stacy?
Contractors.
Contract.
Vendor partners.
Good. That's a great one. Helen.
Club guys at past clients' offices.
Okay.
With different ideas for the market. For example, I'm doing a pub by at CNN with it's a little ice cream scoop. It's just gets a scoop of the market with the right realtor. I don't even know the message because they might not get it, but it's really going there and face to face and you start conversations. And when they hear real estate, they start asking questions. And all of a sudden you get out and you have like 2 or 3 leads.
Love it.
So it's really going to an office where you could actually kind of walk around and meet one client just to say hi, and all of a sudden he or she is introducing this one.
Y'all have seen this, I'm sure, right? PopBuyIdeas.com. This lady takes seasonal pop buys. She created a website with seasonal pop buy ideas. So top summer pop buys, barbecue sauce. When it comes to my favorite folks, you hit the bullseye. Or summer is near and the barbecue season is here. Enjoy the sun, have the fun, and remember your referrals are number 1. You can do the same thing. I don't know what a Scrub Daddy sponge is. But how about these thermal bags? Whether the market is hot or cold, tell your friends I can count on Peggy to get them bought or sold. But, the point is, Helen's point, and I love this, have fun. Show up with a cake at somebody's office and take some of these balloons. In fact, take them after this meeting is over if you'd like. And just show up and be like, hey, I brought balloons and cake, and I was just thinking about it. Congrats on selling your home. And walk through the office. Like, where is she? Make a scene. Have fun with it. All right, what else? Janice.
So when you've got a listing and it goes under contract and you've got multiple offers, take the first page of the contract, redact all the pertinent information, circle prospect in the neighborhood. Who do you know that's looking to sell in the neighborhood? I've got buyers ready to buy.
Love it. I told you. 16. Here's the goal. Carol.
Divorce attorneys and estate attorneys.
Love it. Right? Steve? Steve's having a lot of success with divorce attorneys right now. Who else? Pamela.
AARP meetings.
AARP meetings.
My mom's the marketing of her group in Woodstock. And once a month, she's in charge of inviting people to make presentations. And we've already got a couple of leads. So, and they're moving forward in life, so they're looking to sell their home.
Love it. You go back to, I was looking for, target audience, move up, first time home buyers, whatever that is, create your message around them and their needs. I've got three, Alfreda, Eric, and then Jacob.
Looking at those people who actually bought in 2007, 2008, that yes, they're equity rich.
I think it's a great idea. How would you do that? She said, look at the people that bought in 07 or 08 that are now equity rich, whereas they weren't before. How would you do that?
Tax records.
Tax records. Realist.
How about when they put those graduation signs out, you can try to see.
Love it.
It's gonna be an empty nester.
Yeah, and that's going to get easier too, by the way. We're an industry that's going to be driven by data now. And so the new predictive analytics and algorithms that are coming out. By the way, Debbie, we have a seat saved for you up here if you'd like. Come on, I know you like the front row. That's a great idea. Great idea. Empty nesters, right? Eric.
Host a first-time home buyer course with a lender.
Boom! I love it. I'm going to make that easy for you. Huh? Market sucks. Buy a house. Y'all want, look at this. Oh, wait. Well, hold on 1 second. They've changed everything. Hang on, this is worth it. Let me see if I can find it. Keller.com. Shelly, don't leave me. Please.
And one of the things that we struggled with because that was finding a venue that was affordable, and we found a brand new business that had just started. It's like one of the escape rooms, and they had just opened their doors, and so they were more than willing for us to come in there and do it for free because it was exposure for them. We got a free venue space that we were charging demographic. So. Yes, I watched them all in about 5
Well, I can't put my eyes on it right now, but there's a first-time home buyer seminar that's already created for you that I know is on this site. I'll see if I can find it. If you're interested in doing that, the seminar is already done for you. It's 8 steps to the home buying process that's designed around Gary Keller's Your First Home book. Now, why do you think he wrote this book? Just take a guess. To help you get business. So the idea is he wrote the book, he put the seminar together. Seminar is designed after the book, and you just go and implement it. Great idea. And eventually, after they buy, 7 years or so, you'll have listings. Jacob. What? Love it. Tell me more. Good. Okay, we're at 22, but y'all are done. I know some of you have ideas that we haven't shared. Karen.
Facebook ads for sellers.
Okay, tell me more about what y'all are doing with Facebook and the gifts.
Oh. Well, the gift was for one of our listings. That's getting buyer leads off of our listing.
Okay.
But Gene Rivers' idea was offering the 2017 guide to selling a home in Atlanta, Georgia, or investing in a home in Atlanta, Georgia, or buying new construction or buying a home in Atlanta, Georgia, whatever that is. And it's really just a condensed version of your seller packet or your buyer packet. And you run an ad around that at time of value, and you get their information and follow up with them from there.
May we see a sample?
Sure.
How do I see that?
Right now? No, because it would have to show up on your Facebook.
I gotcha.
Okay.
I love that. People love lists, don't they? You know, top 10 mistakes to avoid when selling your home.
Yeah.
You can do a seller seminar, by the way. You know what that is? A group listing presentation. That's it. The key is getting people to show up. And when you get 3 people to show up, you get 1 closing every 90 days. It's a math formula that's been proven. There's a guy in Canada, that's all he does. He sells about 200 homes a year. He does listing seminars, investment seminars, and first-time homebuyer seminars. Week 1, week 2, week 3, every month. That's it.
And what was the number on the attendees versus listening?
If you get 3 people to show up, his numbers over, this is over 10 years now. But if you get 3 people to show up, you'll have 1 closing in the next 90 days. So if I'd like 3 closings in the next 90 days at a first-time homebuyer seminar, how many people do I need? 9. Okay, good. 24. Somebody's dying to get this one out. Karen.
One that the last time we did this that you shared was 30 copies in 30 days.
Oh,
with
love
your
that.
database, and you've been doing that. It's really important.
How's that? Is it working?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had any signed contracts from it yet, but there's a lot of people who are in the pipeline over the next year, so we need business then just as much as we need it now.
Tell us, they've heard mine. Tell me what does your conversation look like? Walk me through your script.
Well, you said 30 coffees. Someone else mentioned ice creams, like frozen yogurt or drinks after work. A lot of them are actually after work because people have to work during the day.
Perfect.
Go figure. But just around the conversation of checking in with them and, just hearing what's going on in their life, and then casually they ask you back what's going on with you, and then you bring up business stuff and how they can kind of join the courses. And those are your VIPs who've already sent you referrals, so it's an easy conversation of, it's really great to work with so-and-so. Who else do you have that is great
Love it.
to work with?
Love it. Okay, last one. Last chance.
Offer up.
What's that?
Offer up.
What's that?
Where you can
Offer up.
get on and sell things. If people are selling furniture, actually, I had an agent who did this.
Is this the new Craigslist?
I guess so.
Offer up.
Offer up. So you can get on there, you can sell furniture or whatever. And if you see people selling furniture, a lot of times they may be moving. So you can email them back and forth and ask, hey, are you moving? Or just introduce yourself. So offer up.
Is that an app?
Yeah, it is. It's an app, so what she's saying, it's not an app call, let go.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Good. Okay, so there's 25. What we're going to do is take pictures of these and send them out. Now, here's what I'd like you to do. Kate, you got one more?
Yeah, Facebook groups, like I've joined a lot of groups in the area, and people will get on there and say, oh, I'm getting ready to move to Alpharetta, to my school, and then I can online and talk to them. I've gotten one of these.
There's a guy out of California that came to the Live Luxury group about 2 months ago. Tony Giordano. He is a Facebook he's mastered Facebook. And what he does is he groups everybody in his friend list. I'm not sure exactly, some of you know how to do it. But just imagine the power in that. Then you're having conversations as groups instead of as individuals. So you're multiplying your touches. Brilliant idea. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So what I'd like for you to do is pick one. Everybody, right now, you're going to write it down. You're going to tell a friend. So write down on your paper the one that you'd like to implement. You're going to have to tell the group now, a little bit of accountability, fierce accountability. How many of you would like more listings? Raise your hand. Okay, so is this fair exercise? Lead you through it. I'll let you put it off the calendar.
Popeyes processes.
Love it. Are you asking for these balloons? Okay. You can have one. Good. All right, so give me 2 or 3.
Contract, alliance with contractors.
Okay. Good, I love that.
Markets and concierge.
Markets to concierge, good. Right here, Sherry?
Again, going back to my neighborhood letters, because they've been very successful.
They work. Circle prospecting to me, if I was you and I were picking one, and by the way, my database would already be in order, but if I was picking one, I'd do circle prospecting all day long. I think it's an easy button on that. Vacation.
The seminar piece, listing, investing, and home buying seminars. They run a huge audience.
Week 1, week 2, week 3. The key is getting people there. Getting people there. And having, I think, like, the 10 mistakes that sellers make when they sell their house, it costs them thousands of dollars. You know, it's like a big draw. That's like the ad, right? Sign up here. And you can call your database with that message. Who do you know that's about to sell? Well, I figured out the top 10 mistakes that sellers make, and I'm saving people money. Right? Who else? All right, what I want you to do is go deep. Please go deep on that one idea. House on fire, you bold folks, get after it. Go now, and then next Wednesday when we get together, I want to report out. I want to know who had success as a result of them doing it. Make 100 contacts with it. If you're going to do circle prospecting, make 100. Call through your database, Lakeisha. Get them scheduled. Do one. Start with one. Call through your database. Talk to 100 people. Okay? Was this helpful? Yeah. Good. Good. All right. Well, good. Gene Rawls is in the house. Let's welcome her up.
This is a full house. I think this is called standing room only. And I'm so happy you made the time. Was word put out that this was going to be a really exciting sales meeting, or do you always come like this?
Always.
Dad's always protecting the kids. For whatever reason you're here, I am glad you're here because I think it's really important in an organization to have open communication. And John and I have some very exciting news to share with you. And I think it's important that you know right from the get-go what this exciting news is, because in every industry and human nature, rumors will start. And I want to make this perfectly clear that this is a good piece of news. It is not a rumor. It is a fact that our company helps to grow leaders. And everyone sitting in here has the opportunity to become whatever you want to become in this industry. You can be a sole agent. You can have a buyer's agent. You can have a team. You can work your way into leadership. And you can run a market center. You can become part of a region. You can become part of international if that's what you aspire to. And John has been growing for years and years. He originally came to us as the team leader of our Cityside office and did such amazing strides of growth and building the foundation there that it was time to turn the baton to John in 2012 to come to our Sandy Springs Market Center. And it's now time to usher John into his next level of leadership, and he has chosen and had the opportunity to go into expansion. So what that means for everyone sitting here, because I see smiles and I also see holding of breath, because John is our leader here and we depend on him to guide us on a daily basis. What it does mean is it opens a great opportunity for a new team leader to come into our Sandy Springs Market Center. And I am currently conducting a search for that person. They are very, very big shoes to fill. And I want you all to know that this is currently happening. There's no secrets among us. It is a celebration for John to move on to his next leadership role in the Keller Williams family. And it's time for us to find a new leader that will carry this market center to the new top that we haven't even experienced yet. So I want to let you know how much I am really, truly grateful for John and his dedication at this market center. To brag. When John came here, sales volume was at 48 million. In 17, it was at 131 million, an increase of 83 million in our stats.
Wow.
Profit share in 2012 was at 416,000. At the end of 16, it was at 994. It more than doubled. So, and we have consistently been ranked in the top 4 of the nation. So this truly is a flagship.
The world.
Details. But that's what I love about John. I know you all feel his competitive spirit. He doesn't walk the halls. John has a youthful just bounce to his step. I look at John when I meet with him. It truly is like meeting with an experienced businessman that has the spirit of an 18-year-old. He's unstoppable. Everything is possible. And to have that and carry that through life, John, is a special gift. It really is. So,
Yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Where's it going?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you don't know me by now, you may never ever know me, right? That's I make decisions based on my faith. And my wife and I have just kind of been praying about next opportunities for us and our family. And I don't know how many of you know this, but I grew up in Kennesaw. My family is in Kennesaw. My parents are there. Missy's got some family there. Our kids are in school at Mount Perrin, which is Stylesboro and Barrett Parkway, if you know where that is. And so Missy and I mean, this has been a really hard decision. I mean, here I am stepping away from the #1 opportunity in the region.
In the world.
I mean, and I've got family here. I mean, y'all, whether you realize it or not, I mean, I pray for you. I care for you. I love you. I don't always have the time to be everywhere at one time, but you're my family. And this is not an easy decision, and it's very emotional, and it's hard to do. And yet, through prayer and fasting, Missy and I have landed on, there's an expansion opportunity with the Tim Howe Group. And I'm going to be launching in the West Cobb Market Center, which is Signature Partners. And so it's very exciting. It's a expansion opportunity within our company is phenomenal. It's the new, latest, greatest thing that agents have now built their business to where they can go into a new market and basically turn on business. And that's exciting. But as Gene and I talked through this and kind of prepared the way, I mean, you've noticed, I'm sure, I mean, the director of productivity that we've added with Stacy, the moving broker support with Fiona Jane Wheeler into place, and Celia Green and Bailey and the leadership team with Terry New. I mean, the cool thing is the foundation for this place is set. I mean, you've got amazing leadership here already, and I couldn't make a move if that wasn't the case. The other piece of this that you need to know is Gene and I already have 5 outstanding candidates, and believe now that we have made this announcement with you, we'll have opportunity to explore more candidates. I look at Georgia, wore big shoes. And Bethany put on big socks and rocked it, and I look at other team leaders, even within the Rawls group, that have stepped away from their roles, and the people that come after them just raised the roof off of the lid of leadership that was there before. So I just really believe that as hard as we've tried to get us to #1, somebody's going to take that baton and carry the way, and I'm excited for all of us, including me, to see that happen. So.
And there's no doubt John has helped to set that foundation. I would imagine some of you have questions, and possibly one is, what's the date on this? Is this John's last day today? It is absolutely not. We are walking.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I was wondering why the movers were carrying. Security's like waiting out.
We're giving you some balloons.
Yeah. I better get started.
We are walking through this journey together, and what I would like to predict is that we will enter the 4th quarter with a celebration of John and what he's accomplished in the passing of the baton to the new team leader. So what that means now is business as usual, with you having the knowledge that the search is in progress right now, and your market center is running as it normally does, and John is here.
Yeah. Questions? Carol.
What exactly will you be doing in West Cobb as part of the expansion team?
So I'll be an expansion team leader. So honestly, it's so new that I don't have all the details worked out yet, and I'm going to be running the team out of that West Cobb office.
So you're not moving.
What do you mean?
You're still coming my way.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, we talked about this with the leadership team in the ALC. Like, I'm not dying. I'm not leaving. I'm not moving to another state. I will be local, and I'm excited to continue to watch you all thrive. So,
Can we
yeah.
add you to the list for listing appointments?
Of course. Of course.
That could be.
When you decide to list with me.
Are we still gonna get the weekly recordings from you? The messages you send out?
Yes, I will keep sending those until
Business as usual.
until you have a new team leader. Yeah.
Yes.
Business as usual.
Other questions?
Can
Well,
you change your mind?
Yes. Look, I mean, this is amazing. I mean, this is an amazing opportunity for all of us, and it is sad. It's bittersweet.
it is.
And I've always viewed the team leader role as a 5-year opportunity. You all eventually, Fountain starts sounding like Charlie Brown's teacher. Wah, 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 wah.
And I don't believe.
People stop coming to business meetings and that sort of thing because you need some new energy. And you've got an opportunity. We're going to find, we've already got 5 candidates, as I mentioned, that are super talented.
Well, and the truth of the matter is the average team leader lifespan is 2 to 3 years nationally. And the Rawls group is completely blessed with extremely dedicated team leaders who their longevity is much longer than the 2 to 3 year span. So, you know, I think we've had just an amazing stretch of this time, and in my opinion, you have never sounded like Charlie Brown. However, we do want to make sure that we are always improving and we never get to that point. So to transition when we are in an excellent high point, to then have someone else bring this in with experience and energy and ideas that we haven't even experienced yet, it's very exciting.
Well, and the commitment that I'll make, you know, Dana, the commitment that I'm making is I can't stop, won't stop with y'all. Like, it is business as usual. Like, we're going to continue to bring value, continue to lift this place up, continue to be involved in the selection process with a new team leader. The ALC is involved. I mean, it's...
So let's talk about that for a
Yeah.
few minutes. For those of you who don't know the ALC process, if you happen to be one of the people who are on the ALC to hear a team leader is being interviewed, the top candidates sit in front of the ALC. And it can be a half day or a full day event, depending on how many candidates there are. And their feedback is taken into strong consideration in the OP office. And then the final decision must be signed off by regional. So Cheryl K. Bob have to put their signature on the person who's brought in.
ALC, stand up, please, if you don't mind. Raise your hand if you're already standing in the back. Yeah. So, isn't this awesome? Let's give them a round of applause. These are the agent leaders in the office. Very exciting. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
I'm sorry. I know y'all thought it was Disney World. There was something to do with Disney. So if I disappointed you, I'm sorry. It's Disney for All right. Well, y'all are amazing. Thank you for being here today. See you soon. Go get a listing.
You didn't run this by me, brother. Proud for you, man. I'm so glad for you. That's awesome.
Lots of prayer.
So you are going to be selling houses?